Hello, this is Chris Pickard, Director of Body Imbalance in Hertfordshire. And today's video is, are all medicinal drugs actually causing dementia? And I'm going to the four major likely contenders for this. One of them won't be a surprise because I spoke about it last week, and that's antibiotics. But I'm also going to give you part of the solution. I can't give you the whole solution, but I can give you some parts of the solution from some recent research. Again, harking back to a recent video and also something new to do and be aware of. So, why this video today? Well, because last week I spoke about how antibiotics had been shown to be related to the onset of Parkinson's. And one of the possible mechanisms was by antibiotics destroying the microbiome, that's the good friendly bacteria in your gut, which we know are actually vitally important for brain function. But it's not just antibiotics that actually destroy or interact in a negative way with your gut microbiome. It seems that at least half of the drugs that are given out commonly interfere with the gut microbiome, and these are the big four. Okay, and this was presented at research at the United European Gastroenterology Week conference in October 2019. So antibiotics I've already spoken about, and what shouldn't be a surprise really is laxatives, because if they're actually pushing stuff through your intestines a lot more quickly, then it's going to change the bacteria there as well. But here's a couple of, well, one is a surprise and one isn't if you've seen a previous video. Metformin. Now, metformin is a drug that is given to help lower blood sugar in diabetics. So there's a lot of good sides. I mean, with all drugs, they all have their positive benefits in the right way. However, it's when they're taken unnecessarily, which is most of them are used over much, including metformin, because most people with diabetes don't realize that if they eat in the right way, their blood sugar won't rise and they don't need the drugs. This is for type 2 anyway. But metformin, what they found with metformin is not only does it disrupt the gut microbiome, it actually increases E. coli. And E. coli is one of the major sources of food poisoning. So this is a real bad nail into the use of metformin just for everyone who's got diabetes. The real answer with diabetes is actually learn the underlying causes and mechanisms. It's more than just sugar. It's so many different things. So watch some of my other videos on how to conquer diabetes. I'll put a link to that. But also this one, very commonly used drug, Proton pump inhibitors. That was not very professional. Proton pump inhibitors. Proton pump inhibitors are basically antacids. They're used to decrease the amount of acidity in the stomach, so very helpful for preventing acid reflux and heartburn. However, it's been known for at least a couple of years that you should not be using these things for longer than a month, because they've been related to causing kidney disease, heart disease, dementia, certain cancers, and because it actually starts decreasing the acidity in the stomach, it decreases mineral and nutrient absorption, so it's going to be related to lots of other problems. But they've also found that it changes your gut microbiome for the worse, giving it another mechanism as to why it might cause dementia. So bad. I mean, these two are massive. I mean, antibiotics are overused. Laxative, there's usually another way. But metformin and PPIs, these are so commonly used and they're causing so much harm in the long run. So look at my other video on on how to stop reflux, basically, and investigating other causes and ways, because yes, it's really important for various things to actually be on your PPIs, but a lot of people can come off of them safely by actually fixing the problem, not just putting up with the problem, but you've actually got to fix it. So I'll put a link to that. So what can you do to actually keep your microbiome healthy? Well, another video that I did was a video on the work of Professor Tim Spector. It was called the Predict study. And he said the most important thing for your gut microbiome is getting a variety of different plants in your diet, at least 30 different plant varieties every week. So go and watch the video that I did on that, and you might even want to take part in the 28-day health challenge as well, which you can find by finding me on Facebook with The Health Lab 7 is the name of the Facebook group you want to ask to join. And the Facebook group is The Health Lab 7. And find me, Chris Pickard. The other thing is, from news from Singapore, is mushrooms. In the past, I've spoken about medicinal mushrooms. These now mushrooms are mushrooms you can actually eat. And medicinal mushrooms like lion's mane, great for the brain and the gut and immunity, so they can decrease your need for antibiotics. Ganoderma mushroom, again, great for the whole system. It's great for blood sugar. It's great for protecting the brain. It's great also for decreasing acidity where it's not needed. So those are medicinal mushrooms, and I do recommend those. But also mushrooms that we eat on a regular basis. Shiitake mushrooms, oyster mushrooms, even white button mushrooms. If you eat 2 portions a week, you have a decreased amount of dementia, or decreased likelihood of getting dementia and cognitive decline. And what's a portion? 300 grams. So 300 grams twice a week of mushrooms, and you're going to decrease your risk of dementia. And it's probably got all kinds of other gut and other health benefits as well. So get more plants, get more variety of mushrooms in your diet, whether it's medicinal or actually just eating them as well. Thank you very much for watching. If you want more help with your health and your well-being, then check out my website, check out my other videos, find me on Facebook, The Health Lab 7, and be magnificently healthy.